There we go. Thank you.
There we are.
There we are.
That's us.
All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to Live Out Loud Podcast.
Hi, folks.
I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we got Smurf over in the corner doing her thing. Say howdy, Smurf. She doesn't know how to say.
Howdy, Smurf.
There we go. That was really sad. That was really sad. Yes, Live Out Loud Podcast. It's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 o'clock. You could also catch us on our YouTube channel later in the evening and see all of our back shows. But we're all about living clean and sober and just enjoying life, having a good time, and, well, some days just bitching about life. That's, I mean, that's the truth, right?
That's us, yep.
That's the truth. It's a Monday, so that means that we both had busy weekends, and mine was fun. And I don't know what yours was, Gary. Was it good?
It was good. I went camping.
You went camping.
Or glamping, as the Smurf.
You went
Smurf
glamping.
Says. We went glamping.
And that is why we have titled the show. Do you know what we've called the show?
Glamping?
No. This is all about travel. Today's show is
travel. Okay.
Planes, Trains, and Gary's Prius. That's the name of the show today.
All right.
It was actually
all right. Now that's the way to go.
There was
Prius,
actually a movie
baby.
about
Prius.
that. John Candy was in it, but had a problem.
No, Steve Martin was in it.
And John Candy.
No, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin was in it, but so was John Candy. Well, John Candy got stuck in the Prius, so they had to stop filming. They had to open it like a can with a can opener to get it off.
Oh, yeah, I don't believe that.
Can we get a point for him?
I know, but the Prius is a lot bigger than you think it is.
I've never seen a fat man drive a Prius. I'm sorry. I haven't.
Give me some time. Give me some time.
I know you're working on it. So, no, we're talking about travel today, all the ins and outs, goods and bads, ups and downs, and everything else that goes with travel. So make sure you're joining us, and we want to say hello to, hey, Brian's already joined us. Corinne up in Syracuse has joined us.
I know Corinne.
Greg and Jack. And
No, you don't.
Yeah. Hi.
Teresa's aunt.
Never mind.
All right.
Wrong Corinne. I know Corinne as well.
Darren Newton, Paul Acavino, my elementary school buddy. Terry's
All
with
right.
us again today, and Tammy's on now, so I can start talking.
Oh, okay. Well, Tammy can give us a real update on what camping was like with you. Were you running from bugs and scared? And
No, it was pretty much bugless.
It was a bugless?
It was bugless. It was pretty...
Did you make a tent in your living room?
No.
Did you bring out the sheet and just kind of... Did you ever do that when you were a kid?
When Tammy was sleeping the night before, I set up a tent in the just to see what it was like. She's a seasoned camper. Me, I'm not there.
No?
No, not there.
You were never the camping kind of guy?
Never the camping kind of guy, but it was fun. It was fun.
I used to camp. I used to camp all the time. I used to love it when I was a kid.
In the summer.
We used to go up and climb the Adirondacks. My father would take my brothers and I. We'd go up and climb the Adirondacks. We've climbed mountains. We've done, trails and stuff like
Look
that.
at you. You're a mountain man.
I was a mountain man for a little while.
That's where the beard is.
Seriously, yes.
Oh, you got the
You know why you
beard.
do that? Because when you dribble your food, you could starve later if you don't have reserves.
Oh, okay.
So I still got a peanut butter sandwich in here somewhere. I've been saving for about 8 years.
It must be really good now.
Things weren't always good for me,
Yum.
folks. I had to get by how I had to get by. But camping's great now. But you weren't camping. Because
Well-
I have to tell the story that Friday afternoon, you announced you were going camping, and you had to get your electric fan out of my office.
Yeah, right.
That's not camping when you have electricity.
That's glamping. That's what
right.
Smurf said.
That's right. Now, me, the closest thing anymore I get to clamping. One day, the coffee is coming straight out of that nose. I'm telling you, it got real close. The closest thing I get to camping anymore is if I go to like an old Howard Johnson. If it's got less than 20 channels on their cable, to me, that's roughing it. That's roughing it.
Yeah, right.
If they don't have a fridge in the room, that's roughing it.
Well,
in fact, when I was in Vegas last time, I went to the Golden Nugget, and fun place.
That's an old.
Fun place to
hotel.
hang out. But my room, no coffee pot.
Ooh. Well, you shouldn't tell anybody because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Okay.
Well, coffee did not happen in Vegas, so I could take it with me.
Coffee did
not happen in Vegas. I had
Golden
to go
Nugget's
downstairs.
an old hotel.
I had to crawl right out of bed, go down into the lobby area across the casino floor to get coffee in the morning. And I didn't want to get,
I hope you got changed first.
I sleep in the nude, and I did not, the shame, nobody freaking noticed. Nobody noticed.
They noticed. They just didn't make a big deal about it.
One woman said you should iron those pants before you wear them like that. That was not pleasant.
That's not. That's not funny.
It was not good. I threw up in my mouth a little bit just thinking about that. That was not good. There's a bug in here.
There's a bug in here. Is there?
I just saw a bug.
I saw
Did you
a bug
see
also.
it?
Yeah.
There's a bug in here.
Let's change
What the hell,
bug.
Smurf? You're supposed to not have bugs in here.
There it
I'm
is.
sorry.
You got it? Is it in your cup?
No.
What's your...
Just kidding.
Waiter, what's this bug doing in my glass? It looks like the backstroke.
Backstroke,
Hey! All right. Anyway, so you went camping and
Yeah,
you had
so
a good
we went
experience.
camping. It was
and
great
I saw a Facebook picture of a roaring fire.
Roaring fire.
You did not do that.
No, well. All right.
Yeah,
This is what
I knew it. I knew it wasn't him.
We had logs, and we put paper underneath them, and well, I did, and lit the paper up. I had a full thing of
Were they
lighter
like
fluid.
50s, 100s, 20s?
No. Yeah, Monopoly money.
Okay.
And I lit it, and then Tammy came over. She took a look at it. She says, "Well, you got to put the wood in like
Like a teepee kind
like
of
a
thing.
teepee."
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's what she said. So then she set it up and put paper underneath it, and lit it up, and it still wasn't catching. These logs were not catching fire. So she kept.
Told you not to get them out of the water.
Well,
It's called driftwood. It doesn't work.
no, it doesn't. Well,
Good.
anyway, she kept throwing paper on the fire to get the logs lit. She figured, well, since we have Jiffy Pop, she took the Jiffy Pop and put it over the paper that was flaming up. The wood didn't.
So that's what I was seeing was flaming paper, not
It
wood.
was flaming paper, but she managed
Isn't
to
that
get
a band? The Flaming Papers?
she managed to
Flaming
get
Lips.
the.
In my high school. Oh.
Flaming Lips.
Hey, I'm talking here.
Yeah, you're talking. Finish the story.
She managed to get the Jiffy Pop up. That's not my nickname.
I can say so many.
That's not my nickname. She managed to
So
get
that's
the
what you
Jiffy
call it,
Pop
Jiffy Pop, huh?
happening.
Is it because it's so fast?
And it came up.
I'm
and
sorry.
she put it online. She sped it up, the video of me, showing her doing the
Showing
Jiffy
her how to
Pop.
shake your Jiffy Pop.
Yeah, right.
He popped in a Jiffy. I'll tell
I'm
you.
gonna get
No,
smacked
no.
when I get home. I know this.
All right. So anyway, did you ever get a fire going?
No, we never really got a fire going, but she did get the Jiffy Pop happening.
Okay.
And then the logs just never caught.
So this whole thing, this Facebook thing with Tammy next to this roaring fire, it
That
was
was
a beautiful
paper.
photo,
It was paper.
and it looked like impressive.
Yeah.
And I can see there was logs sticking out, but they weren't on fire.
They weren't on fire. There were there were like ambers on it, but that was from the paper. It was
10 gallons of gas and a blowtorch. That's what I'm talking about.
well, then that's
That'll
what I'm
get her
bringing
done.
next time.
That'll get her done.
That's
You
what I'm
didn't? Did you
bringing
bring an
next
accelerant? Welcome to the
I
Arsonist
think I got a
Society
shot
right
for
here.
that one time.
No, you did not bring an accelerant with you. Anything to put on it?
To put on
An accelerant. What the hell do you think I was saying?
I figured I got a vaccine for that.
Oh,
accelerant.
Oh, jeez.
No, I had a whole thing of lighter fluid, and I used the whole thing on the paper. The
You're supposed
wood
to put it
would
on the
not
logs. You gotta put it on the
I
logs.
did put it on the logs, and the logs lit up. And as soon as the lighter fluid dissipated, the logs didn't.
All right. Those of you who are listening at home, if you want to send in a message, I mean, we're on LOL Podcast on Facebook. I'm sure you're watching there. Where did Gary go wrong? What?
I don't think the wood was aged. You need to age the wood to dry it out more.
We bought firewood. We bought.
You bought
it was
firewood? You
in-
didn't even go to find it.
was in the it was in
Wow.
the thing. Hey,
Pinnacle
listen,
of
I don't think
glamping.
I need this kind of abuse.
No. We're just trying to get to the bottom of your failure of a camping trip.
The failure in the camping trip is that Tammy brought me.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was-
that was because I have no camping experience whatsoever. I can get bit by a mosquito. That's as far as my camping ability goes.
So were you sitting off to the side while she was doing all this? Were you sitting off to the side with your guitar playing a Doors song? You know which Doors song it is.
Light my fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
No. As a matter of fact, I was playing Riders on the Storm, and that was the end of our camping trip.
Oh, there we go.
So what are we doing here besides talking camping?
We're talking about we are. You have a point. I'm staring off into space.
We are here to show you that you can have a lot of fun, clean and sober.
That's right. You may not be able to start a fire.
No, and we advise against it.
But you can light your life up, and you can still have a great time. And it's all about living clean and sober. Was that
was good.
Was that good?
That was good.
some?
You can light your life up. Hi, Mitchell.
Yes, I get a dingy for that one. I get a dingy.
You do.
We don't have a name for our buzzer thing. It's a dingy. Listen, life is short. Life is fleeting. Things happen so fast. Missing a moment of it, not enjoying every moment of it it's a crime. It's a crime against yourself, against your families, your loved ones, your friends, life in general. Take advantage of every moment you have. Do not spend your time buried in addiction. Alcoholism, drug addiction, if you got mental health disorders, eating disorders, gambling, anything that is holding you back from living your fullest life, we want to help you with. If you or someone you love has a problem with addiction, we want you to call Karen. Karen's our addiction specialist right here at Live Out Loud Podcast, 786-514-0893. That's 786-514-0893. Gary and I know Karen. We've known her for years, and she knows just about everything that she knows a lot more than we do, that's for sure.
She's been through it.
She's been through it, and she's willing to share and talk to you. So call and ask the questions, right, Gary?
Yeah, and if you have a problem, if you have a pattern, that your whole life has been based around, it can change. It really can. It can change. You could end up hurting somebody that you really love. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Go for help.
Go for help. Ask the questions. It's the stuff that you don't ask, the stuff you ignore. That's the stuff that's gonna creep up and hurt you.
You can change. You can change.
Hey, you live in proof sitting right in front of you. Me. I was waiting for somebody to say,
for
"Wow!"
3 years, I snorted half of Peru. Let me tell you
that's
something.
Right.
Folks.
That's right. Pablo Escobar.
It ain't happened.
Yeah, Peru called. They want their septum back. And me, I could go on a Big Mac because I've been pickled from the alcohol that I drank.
Yeah.
So that's a slice of pickle kind of. 786-514-0893. Call,
talk to Karen.
Find out about addictions and what you can do about it. But today it is planes, trains, and Gary's Prius. Now, of course, it's, planes, trains, automobiles.
Plane and train. Listen, we've got a lot of people joined us, and Cuddy joined us. Cuddy from Royal Caribbean. Hey, Cuddy. Yay. I hope you didn't just sign on and sign off, we're watching you. Denise, we have Michelle, we have Dana, who's a quilter. Hello, Dana. Tammy's back on again. Every once in a while, she gets a phone call and off she goes. It just takes her right off. And Karen Grainer is on.
Let's talk about this. She can only hear your voice for about 4.5 minutes, and then she's got to step away, or else brain damage occurs.
She just mutes her phone and just has it playing.
This is the woman who loves me, guys. Okay, now, why? I don't know, but she does.
Just think about all the ones that don't, how bad that is.
I know.
Hey, I'm there too.
But you can text us. While you're listening, text us. We'll answer it. You see,
right there on Facebook.
Occasionally, my head goes down that way. That's because
he's praying.
I'm seeing I'm seeing if you got something to say. So if you got something to say, let us know. Say hello.
So today we're talking about planes, trains, and Gary's Prius, and it's just really all about travel. We're heading towards summertime. Kids are going to be off of school, and people are going to be like, hey, good time to take a trip.
Good time to
People up north want to come down south and get the hot sun. People in the hot sun want to go north and cool down a little bit.
That's right.
So we kind of pass each other on the hallway, on the highway. Yeah, don't drive on the hallway, couple.
The Prius is not that small.
It will work. It will work.
Maybe this hallway here, yeah.
But worst thing about traveling for you?
Worst thing about traveling is getting home.
Oh, okay. What do you mean getting home? Like leaving where you are and having to go
No,
back to your life?
I guess the worst thing, it depends on what I'm doing when I'm traveling. Like when I'm traveling with the band, it's
We're talking about like vacation traveling.
vacation
Fun
traveling?
traveling,
What is
not work traveling.
the best thing.
What's the worst thing?
Oh, the worst thing about
Oh
traveling.
my God, this is painful.
is finding out what I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Finding out what I forgot.
You know what the worst part is? You're just pulling up to the airport. You don't wait till you get to the destination. You know before you're even on the plane, I forgot something. Now it's going to irritate you the whole flight.
Yeah,
it's
right.
not like you can even enjoy the flight or the travel because now you're already pissed. You know, if you get a block, you could turn around and go pick up stuff.
Right.
I swear, one time we had to go up north, and this is a sad story, but it was funny actually. We had to go up for a funeral, and we were in Jersey, South Jersey. And we had to get up to New York, Syracuse. I believe my grandmother passed away. I believe it was that, but it was a funeral. And so we had purchased, this is back when I was married, and we had purchased, I had a new suit, and she had a dress, and we had the kids' clothes and everything. And we packed everybody's clothes, and then we picked one designated suitcase for all of the funeral clothes because they were going to be nice and neat and,
I
garment,
think I see where
garment
this
bag.
is coming. I'm telling you, I think I see
We
where
get in the car.
Uh-huh.
We get 4 hours into the drive. We're in the Poconos now, and we're heading up to Syracuse.
Yep.
And we pull over to rest stop, and I get out and I go to the back of the car, and I'm going to get some, like you always travel with juice and stuff, and I went to get some juice, and I noticed the garment bag is not in the car.
Exactly.
It is at home on the bed.
Yep.
Now, we did not time this out properly so that we would have time to go back and maybe go up the next day. We were timing this out to the moment. So we ended up going, true story, we ended up going up to Syracuse, going straight to a JCPenney, and all of us buying new clothes. And we kept the tags on them. No, I kid you. No, I kid you not.
Okay.
We kept the tags on them. Now, this was the plan because we didn't have a lot of money at the time. We didn't have a lot of money at the time and stuff like that. JCPenney, most of your stores are closed. Bite me. But
Man, okay.
we kept the tags on, and then our idea was to return the clothes after the funeral.
And what happened?
First of all, it doesn't work with kids' clothes.
Oh,
Okay.
it doesn't want.
Oh, no.
Oh, right.
No,
Okay.
no. The kids, you could put them in a white padded room and they will get grass stains on themselves. I don't know how it happened.
Right.
Right. So those didn't work. Turns out I really like this suit. Now, we really couldn't afford to do this, but I ripped the tag off and threw it away by accident.
By accident.
When she wasn't looking, by accident, I tore the tag into millions of tiny pieces and threw it to the wind, and I kept the suit. She ended up returning her dress, so we got some of it back.
Now, where did you put the tags when you were wearing
You tuck them. You tuck them.
Oh, you tuck them. Oh,
You
okay.
tuck them.
I gotta
And you
tell something.
know those stripes on the pants? You ever done that? You ever buy a pair of pants and you leave that sticker on there that says,
it says
like,
large?
It says like, large for you, extra large for me. And or the waist and all this stuff. And it's got like that sticker that goes down the side, and you go all day, and then you notice it at the end of the day, and you wonder how many people saw you with that and did not give you the heads up.
Or the one person that goes, "Hey, you don't need this anymore."
Yeah. Well, that I don't mind. What I mind is when I get home and I'm looking down and I'm like, Jesus, I've been walking around with a sticker on me all day. Not one person has said anything, and everybody saw it.
Yeah.
Now you got to quit your job and never go back.
That's extreme.
Now, with women's pants, they want to show off like the pocket part because they have pretty designs like the butt pocket part.
Yeah.
The sticker is on the back of your thigh. You still don't see it until it goes to the wash.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. It ends up in the lint.
Right. Those sticky thigh sticker thingies there.
Now those garment bags you're talking about are they're small. They're easy to forget. We came down. We went to I think it was Juneau. We did an Alaskan cruise. We were in Juneau, and we got out of the airport somewhere else. We were doing a cruise, and all of my band. My stage clothes was in it. Mm-hmm. And of course, what I did was I left it in the airplane compartment up top,
The
right?
overhead compartment.
right?
Yes.
Okay. I get to the ship. Where's my bag? Can't find it. Okay. I have my suitcase. I have 2 guitars. That's what I hate about traveling with the band is that I got 2 guitars, a suitcase, and a garment bag. So I get to. I called the airport. They had my garment bag, but the airport was 2 hours away. So they. Ooh.
That's thunder.
That
See,
was thunder.
God's hearing your story. He's making
right.
some noise.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
really
God was
hungry.
good. They
We just heard thunder outside.
they
That's
had
if you
my
didn't hear.
garment bag,
Yeah.
and I had to hire a cab to bring the garment bag to me.
Oh, so you got it.
I did get it. Yeah.
Oh, see, now I thought this was going to be like a Rolling Stones story. You
Well,
heard about
there's-
them, right?
No.
The Rolling Stones used to dress like everybody else. They'd all wear the same suits. And they came to America and they were doing a television appearance on one of the big shows. I don't know if it was Ed Sullivan or one of those shows.
Mm-hmm.
And their clothes never came. So they had to wear their street clothes on stage. And it was the first time they had ever performed without all being dressed the same.
Right.
And it was like, once that happened, it was like, whoa, hey.
You do that every time.
Yeah.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were one of the first bands to do that. Everybody else used to dress the same, which sucked if you had women and men in the same band. They all had to either wear dresses or suits, and that's, but it's a nice cool breeze, so it's not bad. Anyway, yeah.
When I went to Vegas, I left my phone in the Uber. When I first got there, I got off the plane.
Oh, boy.
I was.
Did you call them?
Oh, it was a pain because I couldn't remember if it was on vibrate or whatever. I mean, I got my phone, but it was terrifying because all my registration, everything was there. My ID is in my phone, everything.
Just call them and say, come back.
You
You don't have your phone. You
Look,
can't. That's my point.
That's right.
Thanks for
I
picking
didn't
up
call
on that.
him. I called my own phone.
How'd you call your
Call
phone?
your own phone.
It was in the Uber.
Well, that's
so
the
I went
only
to the
number
front
a
desk.
person knows.
What did you use to call? This is
Another phone.
You use another phone, but your phone number is the only number that you know,
Yes.
I know.
right?
I know. I mean, I don't know my daughter's phone number. I don't know Teresa's number. I don't know
right.
my mother's number. I don't know any of these. So they go, what is your mom's number? Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, right?
It's Siri.
Yeah,
Call Mom.
Siri, call mom. Oh, shoot.
shit.
I got to stop. Wait. All right. You ever done that? You like talk to somebody and your phone answers? I was like, what the hell?
Oh, your phone just answered?
Yeah, it started to. I had to stop it.
That's interesting because your phone never answers.
It doesn't answer you. Would you understand that?
Okay, good to know.
Anyway,
Good to know.
traveling, one of the biggest pain in the ass is the airport. I go through all the packing, and I want to make sure I have everything, and I double check it. I'm not one of those. I do pack the night before. I'm not one of those packing 1 week ahead of time. Teresa likes to do that. She starts to get things laid out like a week ahead of time. Me is like, oh,
The night before.
I need
night
like an
before.
hour, but I get everything together. But the thing that gets me is other people. If we could just eliminate them. No, I'm not saying like
How nice.
I'm just saying when I go to the airport. Now, I love people watching and everything else, but when they are in, I love going to the airport early, watching people because people are insane. They're crazy, right?
Yeah.
But when these crazy people are
But
getting
they're
on
fun.
my plane, then they become an annoyance. When I'm watching them go around and they're trying to carry 38 pieces of luggage and I'm laughing, saying they're never going to get that in the overhead and all this stuff, and the kids are crying and all this stuff, and I'm sitting there and I'm enjoying it. Then I get in line to get on my plane. And they're in my line to get on my plane, and I know that I'm going to have to
line.
travel with them. Then they're no longer entertaining. They're an annoyance.
And they're sitting behind you.
I know they're going to sit somewhere near me.
Yep.
I know that the dude, 3 people in front of me, who has gaffer taped a handle onto a refrigerator and thinks he's going to get it into the overhead compartment. I know he's going to get right in front of me, and I'm going to stand there for an hour while he farts around trying to put it up there.
Farts around.
Farts around. People, it's a rule. 1 small bag for overhead, 1 small bag under the seat in front of you.
Personal
Why do people try
and
to get around
overhead.
this? I see people, they got 2 bags, okay, 1 overhead, 1 underneath, and then they've got another shopping bag, and then they've got this, and then they've got that. I'm like, no.
We used to catch them at JetBlue.
Well, yeah, but
used to
there's
catch
women
them.
who they have like a bag, and then they have their overhead bag, and then they've got a purse. But the purse is bigger than the overhead bag.
Right. Well,
So at what point?
We used to tell them, we used to say, just take your purse and stick it in your bag.
Take your purse and stick it.
Stick it in your bag.
Oh, in your bag. Okay.
You know, you never know what kind of people there are getting on a plane. We had people put cats in an overhead so they didn't have to pay the $100.
Wow.
Cats. They put cats in their overhead bag.
Wow.
They would do that. People would do that.
I'm
There's some
shook.
sick people out there.
That's
folks.
all you can do is
There's
you're
some
just
sick
flying
people.
along and you hit a little turbulence. What the what did we hit?
They do. I'm so hungry.
Now,
Oh, good Lord.
do you guys do the check at the gate? You know, when they're like, "Oh, we have too much luggage for the overhead. Would anybody like to check their bag at the gate?"
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
I
do it
love
because I
that.
feel like a hero when I do that.
I do too.
I always feel like that's a chance to be a hero. You know, we have a full flight, and if anybody would like to check their bags, and that way we have room for everybody. I want to be the front line saying, "Look what I'm doing for you people. I'm going to do this for you people." But then, no, this only goes so far.
Pulling your suitcase up, going, "Look what I'm doing!
I'm the
See
guy.
what I'm doing."
I'm the guy who says, I see two people that are sitting, and one of them might be next to me, and the other one's on the other side, and they're trying to talk. And I say, "Would you like to switch seats so you guys could sit together?" That's me all day. I do that.
That's the right thing.
Now,
to do.
when they come on the plane and say, "We have overbooked and looking for people to voluntarily get off the plane," that's where I draw my line. I'm not a hero anymore. That's
Right.
my seat. I bought it. I will fight you to the death for it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a Mad Max
You can
situation.
give me-
I'm going to end up on the
Free
CBS
tickets.
Evening News as the guy who is crying as they pry my hands from
Right.
the seat
I'm sorry, sir,
and
you have to
drag
leave.
me down.
Hi, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They can give me free tickets for the rest of the year. If I'm waiting for a plane, like we got the whole band sitting waiting to get on the plane,
Yeah.
and we have just gotten off of a cruise. We've walked a mile with all of our suitcases, and we're waiting to get on a plane, and something happens to where they want people off the plane. Well, you're not getting any of us to do it.
No.
No.
No, that would suck if one band member says, "You know what? Yeah, I'll get off," and everybody's like, "Wait a minute." Oh, wait, bass player? No problem. Go ahead, leave. Oh, I'm sorry.
Especially this one.
My apologies to the bass players in both the long run and in
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
But,
My apologies
not
to
that
both of
one.
you.
Not that one.
And by the
one
way,
in
you
Wolfpack
guys,
was- but the one in long run right now is a great guy.
what kind of crap you telling anyway? You guys had a private jet, didn't you? Didn't you have your own plane? With Wolfpack painted across the side or long run painted across the side? Didn't you have one of those?
Let me think. No.
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 Did you ever just about get ready to go on a plane and you're ready to go and all of a sudden they come out and they say, "Well, we have a maintenance problem."
Yes. Actually, that happened to me.
Yep, that happened to us.
I was on a flight from Philadelphia to Syracuse, which is basically like a 45-minute flight. It's like, "This is your captain. We've reached our cruising altitude. We are now starting our descent." I mean, it was that fast, right? We got up to our altitude and we came down.
Okay, yeah.
That was fast.
I've done
But
this.
We're sitting in the airport of Philadelphia. I forgot which flight I was on, but I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want people to feel bad about Delta. But we're on the plane. What? We're on the plane. And they're not closing the door. And we're on one of those smaller ones. What is it? Like, you know, it
One seat, one.
yeah,
row.
yeah. It's like 2 rows on each side. You know, the bathroom's like a NyQuil cup, right? I mean, that's pretty much what you have.
Has a propeller. Had to get onto the tarmac.
Yeah. And they're saying, "We're having a small problem. We will be taking off shortly." A guy gets on the plane, one of the maintenance guys.
Yeah.
You know, and he's got like all sorts of vests on and bright colors and this and that, little tag that says Bob, you know.
Right.
And he's like, and he gets on and he goes to the back of the plane, and I notice he's carrying the implement of all maintenance people, a roll of duct tape.
Right. Uh-huh.
And he goes into this little compartment in the back. Mm-hmm. You know, that's where the Oompa Oompas fly. It's this like little door, and it just gets smaller and smaller. And he goes in there, and all he hears is that sound of duct tape.
Right.
He closes the door, gets up, and he walks up towards the front, and he gives the pilot a thumbs up.
Right.
And he gets off the plane. And they start closing the door. I'm like, what the hell did he just do?
Well, now
did
you know.
he just
hold
tape
on,
the tail
now
back
you
on the
know-
plane?
That's what I was going to say. Now you know that the tail is back on.
Yes. It was the scariest 45 minutes of my life.
Well, when they're walking off and they're sweating, that's when you need to worry.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Thank you, everybody, for the delay. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute to help you with your flight. I'm just updating my resume here
We're
because
putting
we'll all be
the log
looking
in
for
here.
jobs after this.
Thank you
Writing
very
my own
much for.
obituary.
Yes.
Thank you very much for flying or whatever.
Hold on, let me see if that plot's still available next to my parents there. Okay, now we're ready to fly.
We were waiting to get on a flight, and we heard that when the plane was coming back down, it got hit by lightning. But it made it, onto the ground, but they didn't want to take off again. So what they did was they took the 6 people that are dying to get home from Florida that spent 7-8 days on a cruise. The whole band was detoured to get to Fort Lauderdale. So we were up in Juneau. We went from Juneau to 5 different places in Canada. And then from Canada, we flew straight to Fort Lauderdale. This was a 36-hour ordeal.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Second place that we
Wow.
landed, they said, "Oh, we don't know anything about your reservations or your switch." It's like, you're at their mercy, folks.
You are
You're
stuck
at
in the
their
middle of the Yukon, and they
That's
don't know where
right.
you're
They
supposed
don't
to
know.
be.
You could have.
We don't have you. We don't have you on our manifest. I'm sorry.
That's because I'm the pilot. Thank you very much.
You
it was
could
a
have gone.
Yeah, right. It was a 36-hour ordeal.
You could have gone to India and back in less time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And we were so tired.
Well, what do you
And
expect?
here we are dragging all of our equipment, our suitcases, everything.
I know. Everybody's, let's be like Canada. They got healthcare. They got this. They got that. They can't even pick a freaking language. The hell with the Canadians. Come on. All right, so,
We
I'm
love
sorry.
our
What
friends
were
to
the-
the north.
What were they?
Okay.
The Canadian?
I'm sorry. Jacques, I apologize.
What did you call them?
Canadian. What did they call?
What did you call them on that first show?
Canadians?
Canadians.
No. I called them Canadian because I said they
Canadians.
were from Canada.
Canada.
Yes, they're
Canada.
from up north in Canada.
Canadians.
So,
Canada.
airports and stuff. Well, you know what? I'd still rather fly with all the problems than pack the family in the car and go on a trip.
Oh, no, absolutely.
We had to get out of the car one time. My brother was so gassy. No, this is when we were young. We were coming back from the Adirondacks. We're coming back down to Syracuse, New York. We're in the car for like 6 hours, but the last hour, something. I think it was a piece of strudel that he ate on the side of the mountain or something. And we're in the car, and all of a sudden, it's just, holy cow. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad, but it would knock a buzzard off a shit wagon. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
that's
mean, it
bad.
was bad. It
That's
smelled bad. And we're all driving, heads out the windows like we were a family of Labradors, right? Tongues wagging. And he was fine.
Oh, he's fine. Well, the dog couldn't smell his own shit. That's what it was.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. But my brother, but car trips, man, they're awful.
No, car trips are not the way to go.
They're awful.
That's another on the road trip that I used to hate. We would fly to Salt Lake City, drive 9 hours to one gig, drive 8 hours to another gig, drive 7 hours to another gig, and then drive back another 7 hours the next night to do another gig that was right next to the gig that we. I'm getting frustrated now. I'm getting frustrated. Oh, you bastard!
Everybody thinks life on the road as a musician is fun.
Well, when you are big
On
time,
stage.
it is a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, but even then they got
You don't have to set up. You get
but
limos
even then,
there.
let's say you're some big rock star like Bob Jonas.
Oh,
It's one of the Jonas
Oh,
brothers who didn't make it in the band. He's actually off on his own.
Yeah, but they still pay for him.
He does jingles for commercials. No, let's say you're
And then he's on tour right now doing all of his jingles.
let's say you're great, Bruce Springsteen or something, right?
Right, okay.
Now the huge setup or Kiss or any of these bands that are just big and Stones. But they're doing show after show after show after show. So they get off the stage. Now, they're sleeping in a moving vehicle is their best chance of getting sleep most of the time. Most of the time, if you're doing because you may hit several cities in a row because the geography of it.
Right.
And you're not making money if you're sitting in one place for 2 days to rest between shows. So sometimes you might hit 2 or 3 cities in a row, so you're busy. So it's not all glamorous and fun. I mean, but
I beg to differ.
But you would like to try it, wouldn't you?
I beg to differ.
But
I
you've
would
been
love
there.
to
You've been
just
there.
do the arena tours.
You've done that.
Because but the tours are set. You're in this city, and then 3 hours away there's another city, and then 4 hours away there's another city, and then if you have to go across country, then they fly you across the country. That's where these guys got it made. And when they get there, they don't have to set up, they don't have to break down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a whole lot better than figuring out how you're going to get across 6 states with a VW microbus and $10 for gas.
I like being here. Thank you for the job.
No, I'm glad you're here too, brother.
I like being here.
I still got to travel every morning to get here, but the flight is short. So
You travel pretty far.
I travel pretty far. It's about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It gives me time to do things like reflect on why the hell am I driving so long?
Right.
Hey, listen.
Hey, how about some
Here's
questions?
what I want you to do. Before we do that, we've got to get a few shout-outs here. First of all, a shout-out for us. Make sure you're checking out our show. We're right here on Live Out Loud Podcast on Facebook. Leave comments, suggest it to your friends. You can go to our YouTube page, Live Out Loud Podcast on YouTube, see all of our old shows, or check out our website, liveoutloudshop.com. Liveoutloudshop.com. You can learn a little bit about us.
There it is.
Check out some of our shows. Smurf has gone out of her way to pick some of the worst pictures of us to put up there. It's beautiful, yeah. The blue hair, it's seeping into the brain, I'm telling you. It's yeah, you're getting a little tinty there. It's
And
not
look at
quite
that.
right.
But my grandma is traveling.
Oh,
So-
your grandmother does your hair.
Yes.
You get the blue-haired grandma to do your blue hair.
And there's a picture of
Okay.
There we go.
a mug with donuts.
Yes, you can get products on
Smurf
our
got
page.
that one.
LiveOutLoudShop.com. You could buy a coffee mug with Live Out Loud on it. You can get T-shirts.
Do you notice
get
that
all
donut
sorts
is
of
the
things.
same color as her hair?
That's right. That's right.
That's points for me.
And her
There's no
shirt.
points.
Her shirt matches her hair today.
By the way, any shirt that you purchase off of our site, a portion of that sale will go towards sponsoring an addict getting into recovery. So make sure that you get on there and spend some money.
I bought one.
I bought a couple too. I gotta wear it one day. I never wear it.
No, you don't.
I'll wear it Wednesday.
You still
Oh
haven't
no, I
given
can't
me mine.
Wednesday. What?
I thought you ordered one for me.
I did. I
Okay.
did. But, I saw somebody else with blue hair walking down the street, gave it to them. And
Oh, I get that.
They're all
right.
over the place.
so Live Out Loud Shop. And hey, if you're in the mood to do some traveling, why don't you travel on down to Fort Lauderdale, check out our friends at Crazy About Costumes right there on Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale.
And get a costume to travel in.
Check them out. Yeah. Oh, you want to travel? You want to have fun at the airport? Go to the airport dressed as Big Bird
Or Barney.
or Barney.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get on a plane dressed as Barney and let's see what happens.
Let's see. Videotape that for our show, though.
They will not
That'll be a
love
good one.
you, and you will not love them.
Yeah, Crazy About Costumes, again, Federal Highway right in Fort Lauderdale. If you've got any occasions coming up, or hey, if you just like costumes, you want to have some fun, go in and check it out. Tell our friends over there that you saw it right here on Live Out Loud Podcast. They're going to give you a special deal, 954-767-8633.
And when you're calling them, if it doesn't go through because your phone is broken, go see our friends at Dr. Phone Fix. Because Dr.
Wow.
Phone Fix will fix your phone so that you can get in touch with Crazy About Costumes and get a costume.
How many locations do they have, Gary?
They have 40 locations.
40 locations.
40 locations, and
boy.
each one of these locations, if you go and say, LOL, send me, they will give you a screen protector.
That's right. DrPhoneFix.com. Go on the online, DrPhoneFix.com. Look for the location near you. You can call in advance, but go check them out. Something wrong with your screen, something wrong with your laptop or your tablet, they can help you with that too. So check out Dr. Phone Fix, but always keep coming back here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 o'clock to listen to Live Out Loud Podcast. Don't forget to watch our old shows and send us some comments. But right now,
Do you have any questions for us?
right now, we always end the show with some mind-boggling questions for the universe. Are we ready?
Interesting.
These were hidden in a jelly jar on Mrs. McGillicuddy's porch for 20 years.
Question number 1.
If the sky is the limit, then is space over the limit?
Okay. You hear that?
If the sky's the limit,
Is
then space would be over.
Now, is that
All right.
outer space or out of space?
That's
We were talking about that the other day. Some people say, that's out of space.
All right.
No, it's not out of space. It's outer space. Okay.
check it.
Question number 2.
Yes. Sorry, rented lips. All right. If a pack of gum says each piece is 10 calories, is that the amount if you swallow the gum? What if you don't swallow the gum? Are you getting those calories? I mean, are you squeezing the calorie out of the gum?
It's the sugar.
It's
in the
from
gum.
your spit.
You don't get calories from your spit.
If the sugar comes out, you get calories from your spit.
Oh my goodness. And this is why she didn't go to medical school, folks. Holy
Now,
crap.
these questions are the hour and a half that he's driving here and going home.
This is what I do with my time, folks. If kids, you ever see how kids act in an R-rated film? Not act, no. Actors.
I hope that you're not watching what a kid does in an R-rated movie.
It's like
'cause
that.
means
It's like
you're
that little
bringing
kid
kids
from
into an R-rated movie.
What's that little kid? I See Dead People.
Oh, it's
What's his name? Haley Joel Osment.
Haley
Osment,
Joel Osment.
yeah.
Okay. What was the name of that movie?
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. That was a rated R film.
Yeah.
He was too young
Now
to.
it'd be PG-13.
He is too young to see the movie he made. If kids are in a rated R film, are they allowed to see it?
I have a fun fact.
Or do they have to act with their eyes closed? No, seriously.
No,
if you're
they
not
just
allowed to
have
see it.
watch the movie with their eyes
When-
closed.
When they were doing Stanley Kubrick's Shining,
Yeah.
the kid that played, what's his face? The little kid?
Yes.
Had no idea they were making a horror movie.
Rad Rob.
He didn't know. He didn't know until he was in a
Rob.
Oh, yeah, Red Rob.
He didn't know what?
He didn't know that he was in a horror movie. They don't tell them. They just tell them to say
Same
the
thing
lines.
happened to Ned Beatty in The Deliverance.
Okay.
You ever seen The Deliverance? No, Ned Beatty, looking through the script, it says, "Wow, page 37's missing," and everybody, "Oh, don't worry about it, Ned. We'll get to that."
Yeah, I'll let you know right before the
You
scene
know, he
starts.
didn't read that crap beforehand.
And then they say, well, Ned, we already filmed most of the movie, so you're going to have to do this part.
Let me ask you a question. Why do prison buses have emergency exits?
Oh, because if there's an emergency.
I mean, they can declare an emergency and just say, "Hey, let me out." I guess. Okay. Do stairs go up or down?
I would say that stairs go up because when you're building stairs,
You have to start at the
you
bottom.
have to start at the bottom.
Not necessarily.
I was about to say.
You can build them from the top down. You have to build the second floor just without a staircase, but then you could take a ladder up to the second floor, then build the stairway on the way down.
Yeah.
You could. I mean,
No, you can't because you need
theoretically,
something to rest it on.
Theoretically, yes. But are they up or down? I mean, but it depends on where you're looking at them. I
No,
guess.
no,
if you're
they-
downstairs, the funny thing is, if you're downstairs, the stairs are upstairs.
They're going up.
If you're upstairs, the stairs are downstairs.
They're going up. You asked me a question. I answered it. Next question.
Unless it's the MC.
How'd you like that, huh?
Really, just shut me down. All right, what's the difference between normal ketchup and fancy ketchup?
The person who's eating it.
Ooh, if you put your pinky out when you're eating the ketchup, it is fancy ketchup.
Oh, you had that answer figured out before you even asked.
No, it
asked
just
the
came
question.
to me. Just came to me when you said it's how you eat it. So I'm thinking like, okay.
okay.
If you put your pinky out when you're eating your hot dog. I don't even know what the hell that was. Was that? That was some guy from Australia who lived in Boston his whole life. I don't know what the hell that was.
Let's talk about your dad again.
No,
Yes,
no,
please.
no.
Grandfather!
No, we're done. All right. Well, listen, I think we've safely determined that traveling is good unless it's with me or Gary.
Or with a band.
You know, yeah, I like to sleep on the planes, but I do sleep in the nude, so that does
Can
cause
you
a
sleep
problem.
on a plane?
No, I can't. Actually, I can't. I was joking. I can't sleep on a plane.
No.
I feel like I have to be awake in case something happens that I'm going to do something.
That you're going to do something.
I don't know what it is about me. I feel like, what if somebody needs me? What if the pilot... I've seen these movies where the pilot had a heart attack and then
So
down he
Airplane?
goes, right?
Oh, and you're the guy to take over.
They're going to say...
You're
is
the
there
one
a-
that's going to take over.
Is there a pilot on board?
And you're going to say...
I'm going to say yes. When else am I going to have a chance to fly a plane?
I'm not flying with you.
It's like if somebody's choking, is there a doctor in the house? Yes. When else am I going to have a chance to do the Heimlich on somebody?
The Heimlich.
The Heimlich, what do you call it?
Heimlich.
That's right, Heimlich. So when else am I going to be able to do that on somebody without being, arrested like I was?
Well, that's because you did a Heimlich.
Yeah, so whenever somebody yells out, hey, is there this? Is there that? Is there
A priest?
is there a priest? Yes, I am a priest though.
Hey, is there somebody
That's
that
the one
gives...
thing
Somebody marry and bury somebody for me?
Is there somebody in here that gives loans?
I need a cricket sound.
We'll get that.
I can't do a cricket sound.
Guess
I need a
not.
cricket
Okay, well.
sound. Yeah, I do. Again, that's one of those moments. I'll trade seats, but I won't give up my seat. I won't give up my money.
Is there a waiter in the room?
Is there a waiter in the room? Gary, I think we've pretty much
Maybe
exhausted.
not. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
We've exhausted this show. We've exhausted my brain. We've exhausted this topic, and I
Are
think
you guys exhausted?
I'm exhausted.
You exhausted?
They should all be
Is
exhausted.
that camera's on? Are you exhausted?
I want to thank everybody for joining us for a little bit of time. I hope we didn't scare you off travel. Statistically, that planes crash, less than other things happen.
Hey,
So-
Superman says, statistically speaking, the planes are safer than cars.
Air travel is still a safer way to
That's
travel.
what Superman says, but of course he flies.
Yeah. Well, he obviously has driven on 95 through Miami, because in that case, that is like taking your life in your hands.
Yes, it is.
But anyway,
Well, I live in Century Village. That's driving crazy.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. Hey, my best friend Bill. Bill McClellan.
Bill's back, huh?
Did yeah.
Bill join us again?
He joined us again because
Oh, okay.
he's my best friend. You used to be, but you traded me for your bill.
Well, my bill.
Did your bill come back?
No, my bill didn't come back, so so he's not my best friend anymore. You are.
That's right. That's right. No, oh yeah, thank
Well,
you. It's just
Scott-
a little late.
I didn't get Scott Jones on here this time.
All right. Hey, my friend Doug Goff. Doug, love you, brother. Hope you're doing well. I hope everybody out there enjoyed the show. Make sure you, again, check out liveoutloudshop.com. Stick around. We will be back again on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. I hope you join us. For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we got Smurf over in the corner wishing you all a great day.
Be nice to each other.